Hey, hi, hello. I'm Elena Sophia, and today I'm going to show you how to make paper stars. They look just like this. And they're very cute. They have a lot of uses. They could just be a fun meditative craft to have out on a table or as part of grab and go bag. But they also work well as game pieces if you want to make like homemade tic-tac-toe sets. And so they're really easy to make. They don't take a lot of prep work. And I will show you how to do that right now. I have this like highlighter, super bright and colorful lined paper. I find that printer paper texture works a little better because it's smoother, so it doesn't snag or rip as much as like construction paper. But you want it to be fun and colorful. If you're making a lot of these, they also sell pre-cut strips specifically for paper star making, but obviously most libraries won't have that. So that's like if you have it in your budget, it's a nice alternative. They have some fun patterned ones. But for this purpose, I think that this printer paper will work well. If you only have white paper, you can also color it yourself, which is very fun. So I'm just going to switch to my overhead camera so you can see what I'm doing. And I'm going to be using this paper cutter that I have. I'm just going to take one of these pages and you can see, I want about 1/2 inch strips. So I'm just going to line that up and place it. Now I have my nice pink strip. I'll put this away for now. And this is super simple. It starts off with just a basic knot. So I am going to start that knot and I'm going to pull to tighten. And as it tightens, it's going to start to make this pentagon shape. If you can see. Now I have about an inch tail here. And you want to see if I start to pull it, the paper will curl. We don't want that. We want it to lay flat. So make sure that you're tightening it as much as it can without curling. And then this tab is just going to be folded over. It's a little long, so I'm just going to like tuck it in here, tuck it down. But then if you look, there is that line. You're going to fold it right over. And now it lines up with this bottom right here. And you're going to keep folding it along those bottoms so that it goes all the way around and stays with that pattern. Now I have about an inch left. I'm going to go back to this side and I'm going to thread it through this little loop that has been created and tighten it just like we did that first time with the knot. And I'm going to thread this through again, just like that. Now I have a little bit extra here. I'm just going to tear it off. You can fold it back in, whatever you want, so that it's not poking all the way through. And now I'm going to take my nail. I'm just going to press in and see how it creates that little bar. Now we're getting less pentagon, more star shape. And I'm just going to go all the way around, pressing in gently with my nail. And once we have it all done, we can pinch the sides, finagle it a little more. And now we have a little paper star. This is the one I made earlier in yellow. And because these are two different colors, if we, for example, wanted to create a tic-tac-toe board, we just grab a different piece of paper, draw a tic-tac-toe. You can do this with fun markers on nice paper. Origami paper is a great size for this. Now we have our X's and our O's, and you just make a bunch of these. And so if this was a gramming okay, um, you could give like 5 of each color, and a nice piece of origami paper or a thicker cardstock. Um, or you could just have these. They're great at the beginning of the year too. Sometimes people will like put wishes on the inside of the stars, so you can have people write wishes on their strips of paper. And again, they're just super quick and easy, simple little star crafts. And so let me switch back so you can see me. There we go. These are our stars, and they're so quick, so fun, and if you have a lot of them, they're incredibly meditative to make. They're a little more involved than origami. They take a little bit more fine motor skills because of how small they are, but you can also do them with bigger paper, smaller paper. They're very make it what you want. And so I love them so much, I make them all the time, and hopefully you can too now. Bye!